didn't she? Oh, she must be the meanest old woman there ever was. Let's go tell Uncle Henry and Auntie Em. They'll take care of her. Aunt Em? Aunt Em?
17.
Aunt Em, just listen to what Miss Gulch did to Toto.
Dorothy, please, we're trying to count.
But Aunt Em, she hit him.
Don't bother us now, honey. You see, this old incubator's gone bad, and we're likely to lose a lot of our chicks.
Oh, poor things. Oh, but Aunt Em, Miss Gulch hit Toto right over the back with a rake, just because she says he gets in the garden and chases her old cat every day.
30. Dorothy, please.
But he doesn't do it every day, only once or twice a week. And he can't catch her old cat anyway. And now she says she's going
Dorothy,
to get
we're busy.
Uncle Henry, can't you do something?
I'm doing something right now, honey, so just keep out of our hair.
Oh, all right.
All right. Who was the genius who suggests that we move the wagon before the wheel was on?
Well, it ain't so heavy with one less. That makes sense, don't it?
Oh, sense or no sense, when I lift up on the axle, you two shove her back on.
Zeke, Hickory, you know what Miss Gulch did to Toto?
I swear they made this new wheel smaller than the other one.
She tried to kill him.
Oh, bigger, smaller, get her on here before my arms are pulled off. Ain't a statue, ain't made of iron.
Okay.
Why won't you listen? Don't you care about Toto?
Oh, you got my finger.
Hunk, what am I going to do about Miss Gulch just because Toto chases her old cat?
Now look at Dorothy. You ain't using your head about this here, Miss Gulch. Ain't you got no brains?
Sure I have brains.
Why don't you use them then? Next time you come home, don't take Toto by her house. Then he won't get in her garden, and you won't get in no trouble. See?
Quit just standing there and clear that junk out of the wagon. We got a parcel of lumber to haul from town before the weather turns.
Will do, Mr. Gale.
Zeke, what am I going to do?
Well, for a start, kid, don't let that old Gulch heifer try and buffalo you. She ain't nothing to be afraid of her. You gotta stand up for her, that's all. A little courage, a little grit.
I'm not afraid of her.
That's what I wanted to hear. Walk with your head up, your chest out. The next time she squawks, just stroll right up to her and just spit in her eye. That's what I'd do.
Would you really?
Of course I would. In the sight, you gotta shoot, walk tall, shoot straight, and you got no reason to be scared of nothing and nobody.
Zeke, are you all right?
What are you trying to do, kill a guy?
How can you be so cruel?
No, it's just a rib, Dorothy.
Can't you see how white he is? You really scared him.
Who was scared?
You was scared if you were a jackrabbit, you'd be in another county by now.
Here. What's all this jabberwocky when there's work to be done? I know 3 shiftless farmhands that'll be out of a job before they know it.
Well, we was just having a little fun, Mrs. Gale, that's all.
A farm's no place for fun. If you want fun, go join the circus.
Well, I might just do that. See the world, be a strong man.
Well, don't start posing for it now. Here, can't work on an empty stomach. Have some cookies.
Gosh, Miss Gale.
Just baked.
Thanks.
Swell.
Well, you don't have to sit down to eat them. Get the wagon hitched up. And Zeke, go feed those hogs before they worry themselves into anemia.
Yes, ma'am.
Auntie Em, really, no, Miss Gulch said she was going to
Dorothy, dear, stop imagining things. You always get yourself into a fret over nothing.
But
Now, why don't you just help us out and find yourself a place where you won't get into any trouble.
some place where there isn't any trouble. Wonder if there is such a place, Toto? There must be. But it's a place you can't get to by a boat or a train. It's far, far away, behind the moon, beyond the rain. When all the world is a hopeless jumble, and the raindrops tumble all around, heaven opens a magic lane. When all the clouds tops, away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. Birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh why can't I? If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh why can't I?
Henry Gale, is that you skulking by the barn?
I never skulked in my life, Miss Gulch, and I ain't about to start now.
I want to see you and your wife right away about Dorothy.
Dorothy? Why? What has Dorothy done?
What's she done? Well, I'm all but lame from the bite on my leg.
You mean she bit you?
No, her dog.
She bit her dog, eh?
Afternoon, Miss Gulch. I've just made a fresh batch of cookies if you would mind to sit a while.
I'm afraid I have no appetite, Mrs. Gill. Indeed, I'm so shaken by the ferocious attack of your niece's vicious dog, I may never eat again.
Well, if you don't eat, you'll waste away. We'd hate to see you dwindle.
Dorothy, could you bring Toto out here a minute? I'm sure if she's upset you in any way, she'll be only too glad to apologize as best she can.
It's going beyond apologies, Mrs. Gill. I've laid an official complaint with the county sheriff.
Was he sober?
Dorothy, Miss Gulch here seems real upset.
That dog's a menace to the community.
That's not true!
As an active public service young woman, I'm taking that dog to the sheriff and making sure he's destroyed.
Destroyed? Toto? Oh, you can't, you mustn't! Uncle Henry, Auntie Em, you won't let her, will you?
Of course we won't. Will we, Em?
Oh, please, Auntie Em, Toto didn't mean to. He didn't know he was doing anything wrong. I'm the one not to be punished. You can even send me to bed without supper.
You hear how sorry the child is. Surely, if she promises to give your place a wide berth.
If you don't hand that dog over now, I'll bring a damage suit that'll take your whole farm. There's a law protecting folks against dogs that bite.
Well, how would it be if she keeps him tied up? He's really gentle. With gentle folk, that is.
Well, that's for the sheriff to decide. Here's his order allowing me to take him, unless you want to go against the law.
What's it say, Henry?
Well, just what she says. You gotta hand him over, Dorothy.
No, I won't let you take him.
We can't go against the law, Dorothy. I'm afraid poor Toto will have to go.
No.
Now you're saying reason. Here's what I'm taking him in, so he can't attack me again.
No, I won't let you take him. You go where I'll bite you myself.
Dorothy!
You wicked old witch!
Stop her!
Oh, it's no use running, Dorothy.
Hickory, I thought you were my friend.
But he is your friend. We all are.
You can't fight the law, honey. Some things are bigger than all of us.
Let me have him, Dorothy.
No.
Put him in the basket, Henry.
Don't, Uncle Henry. Oh, Toto.
That's more like it.
Elmira Gulch, just because you own half the county doesn't mean you have the right to run the rest of us. For 23 years, I've been dying to tell you what I thought of you, and now, being a Christian woman, I just can't say it.
Well, I can. So if you don't want to hear it, you better pedal your carcass off of my land.
I don't take kindly to that kind of talk, Henry Gale. Just remember, I have friends in high places.
Well, hop on your broomstick and go visit them, why don't you? You got the horse hitched to the wagon yet?
Nearly done, Mr. Gale.
Well, nearly ain't good enough. You get it done right now. Sky's getting darker every minute, gosh darn it.
Come inside, honey.
I'm not going anywhere with you. If you really loved me, you wouldn't have let Toto go.
She had an order from the sheriff, Dorothy. What did you expect us to do? Wave a wand and make it disappear?
You still could have tried at least. You stood there like you was stuffed or something.
Gosh, I'm sorry, Dorothy. I just couldn't think of anything to say.
One mean old woman and you were scared of her.
It weren't my place to interfere.
Dorothy.
You're worst of all. You stopped Toto from getting away and I just hate you.
Don't say such things, Dorothy. You make me feel terrible inside. Like my heart was all torn out.
I don't care. I never want to see any of you again, ever, ever, ever. Toto was the only friend I had in the whole world. Now I've got no one to talk to and no one to play with. And I'll never see him again as long as I live. Never, never, never. Toto? Oh, Toto! You got away from her, you wonderful dog! Oh, come here, Toto. Oh, she'll be coming after you any minute. Oh, we've got to get away from here. We've got to run away. We'll need food for me and a bone for you, and then we've got to get far, far away from here, and we're never ever coming back. Here, doggy, doggy. Here, doggy, doggy. Ugh, where's that dreaded animal? Here, doggy, doggy.
I asked you to get off of my land, Miss Gulch.
Well, I did, but the dog got away.
Well, we can't have enjoyed your company much.
Where the girl is, there I'll find the dog also. Kindly bring her out here.
You never give up, do you? Dorothy! Dorothy!
She ain't in the house, Henry. That first batch of cookies is missing. My picture from the mantle, that's gone too.
Sounds like you've got a runaway on your hands. If she's on the road, I'll find her, and I'll take that dog back for good.
Well, if you wanted it so much, you should have looked after it better.
Well, don't blame me. The catch on the basket's faulty. That's the last time I buy anything from a charity bazaar.
If we're done, no, if we're best to be done, equally on both sides. Well, house guests, say, and who might you be? Oh, don't tell me, you're traveling in disguise. Oh no, that's not it, you're going on a visit. Well, that's not it either, you're running away.
How did you guess?
Professor Marvel never guesses, he knows. Oh, now, why are you running away? Oh, don't tell me, they don't understand you at home. They don't appreciate you. You want to get out and see new lands, big cities, big mountains, and big oceans.
Why, it's just like you could read what's inside of me.
Well, it is my trade, my calling. See what it says on the side of my conveyance.
Oh, now, Toto, that's not polite. We haven't been asked yet.
He's perfectly welcome. As one dog to another, eh? Where were we?
Oh, please, Professor, why can't we go with you to see all the crowned heads of Europe?
Do you know any? Oh, you mean the thing? Yes. Well, I never do anything without consulting my crystal first. Here, sit down right here. Now just make yourself comfortable while I conjure out of the air, out of thin air, this very genuine, magic, authentic crystal used by the priests of the Isis and Osiris in the days of the pharaohs of Egypt, in which Cleopatra first saw the approach of Julius Caesar and Mark Antony and so on and so on. Now then, hold out your hands to help me look into the future. Well, now you better close your eyes, my child, for a moment. Well, in order to be better in tune with the infinite, well, you see, we can't do these things without reaching out to the infinite. Oh, that's all right.
Grandpa.
All right, you can open it. We'll gaze at the crystal ball.
Oh.
What's this I see? A house with a picket fence.
That's our farm.
Yes, there's a woman. She's wearing a polka dot dress. Her face is careworn.
That's Auntie Em.
Yes, her name is Emily.
That's right. What's she doing?
Well, I can't quite see, but she's crying. Someone has hurt her. Someone has just about broken her heart.
Why would anyone do that?
I don't know, but it's someone she loves very much. Someone she's been very kind to. Someone she's taken care of in sickness.
I had whooping cough once.
That's funny.
She stayed by my side every minute. But that was 3 weeks ago. She doesn't care about me at all now. And I don't care about her.
That's not what the crystal says.
They were going to kill Toto and she did nothing to stop them.
I don't see any of that in the crystal. All I see is a woman who does the best she can and misses you something terrible.
What's she doing now?
Why, she's putting her hand on her heart. She's falling down on the bed.
Oh, you don't think she could really be sick, do you?
Well,
Oh, I've got to go home right away.
What's this? I thought you were coming along with me.
Oh no, I've got to get to her right away. Goodbye, Professor Marvel, and thanks a lot.
Goodbye, safe journey. Better get the horse under cover. There's a storm blowing. A whopper. Poor little kid. Hope she makes it home all right.
Dorothy! Dorothy!
Hurry up and get them horses loose! Find Hickory! Hickory! Hickory, doggone it, Hickory!
It's a twister! There she blows!
And heading straight for us!
Last time one of those blew through, it tore the big barn straight out of the ground and left the cow sitting on the telegraph poles.
I caught 3 of the horses.
Good man!
Dorothy! Dorothy!
Oh, you haven't found her then?
She's somewhere out in the storm.
Come on,
Dorothy!
everyone in the storm cellar!
Dorothy!
It's getting awfully close, Mr. Gale.
We can't leave her out here, Henry.
There's nothing else we can do, Em, except pray for all of us.
Is that the witch?
Who, Toto? Toto's my dog.
Well, I'm a little muddled. The Munchkins called me here because a new witch has just dropped a house on the Wicked Witch of the East.
And there's the house, and there you are, and those legs are all that's left of the Wicked Witch of the East. And so what the Munchkins want to know is, are you a good witch or a bad witch?
But I've already told you, I'm not a witch at all. Witches are old and ugly. What was that?
The Munchkins, they're laughing because I'm a witch. I'm Glinda, the Witch of the North.
Oh, you are? I beg your pardon, but I've never heard of a beautiful witch before.
Only bad witches are ugly. The Munchkins are happy because you freed them from the Wicked Witch of the East.
Well, but if you please, what are Munchkins?
The little people who live in this land, and blue is their favorite color. This is Munchkin Land, and you are their national heroine. It's all right. You may all come out and thank her. Come out wherever you are, and meet the young lady who fell from a star. She fell from the sky, she fell very far, and Kansas, she says, is the name of the star. Kansas, she says, is the name of the star. She brings you good news, or haven't you heard? When she fell out of Kansas, a miracle occurred.
It really was no miracle. What happened was just this. The wind began to switch, the house to pitch, and suddenly the hinges started to unhinge. Just then, the witch, to satisfy an itch, went flying on her broomstick, thumbing for a hitch.
Ooh, what happened next was strange.
The house began to pitch, the kitchen took a switch, it landed on the Wicked Witch in the middle of a ditch. Which was not a healthy situation for a Wicked Witch. The house began to pitch, the kitchen took a switch, it landed on the Wicked Witch in the middle of a ditch. Which was not a healthy situation for a Wicked Witch, who began to twitch and was reduced to just a stitch of what was once the Wicked Witch.
We thank you very sweetly for doing it so neatly.
You killed her so completely, and we thank you very sweetly. Let the joyous news be spread. The wicked old witch at last is dead. Ding dong, the witch is dead. Witch, old witch, the wicked witch. Ding dong, the wicked witch is dead. Wake up, sleepyhead, rub your eyes, get out of bed. Wake up, the wicked witch is dead. She's gone where the goblins go. Below, 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 yo ho. Let's open up and sing and ring the bells out. Ding dong, the merry note. Sing it high, sing it low. Let them know the wicked witch is dead.
As the mayor of Munchkin City, in the county of the land of Oz, I welcome you most regally
But we got to verify legally to see if she is morally, ethically, spiritually, physically, positively, absolutely, undeniably, and reliably dead. As coroner, I must her, I thoroughly examine her, and she's not only merely dead, she's really most sincere.
Right! This is the day of independence for all Munchkins and their descendants. Let the joyous news be spread
lollipop kill, the lollipop kill, and in the name of the lollipop kill, we're gonna kill too much skin land. Give too much skin land, tra-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la.
From now on, you'll be history. You'll be history. You'll be history.
And we will glorify your name.
You will be a bus.
Be a bus, be a bus.
In the Hall of Fame. Tra-la-la-la, tra-la-la, tra-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la, tra-la-la, tra-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la, tra-la-la, tra-la-la, tra-la-la-la.
I thought you said she was dead. That was her sister, the Wicked Witch of the East. This is the Wicked Witch of the West, and she's far worse than the other one was.
Where's my sister?
Yonder she lies.
Where?
There.
All right. Who's the smart aleck that turned her into a house? Was it you, Glinda?
Not the house. Under the house.
Under the house?
I'm so sorry. It's all my fault. My house dropped on her.
You dropped your house on my sister? How could anyone be so unbelievably clumsy?
Look closer. You recognized her then.
Well, of course I recognized her. Who else would wear ruby slippers with those socks? The ruby slippers. Little girl, you may have done me a service. I shall don the ruby slippers, which will make my powers greater than ever. The ruby slippers! They're gone! What have you done with them?
See for yourself. Step forward, Dorothy.
You give me back those slippers,
It's too late. There they are, and there they'll stay.
You give me back those slippers, little girl. I'm the only one that knows how to use them. They're of no use to you. Give them back to me.
Keep tight inside of them, Dorothy. Their magic must be very powerful, or she wouldn't want them back so badly.
You stay out of this, Glinda, or I'll fix you as well.
Oh, fiddle faddle. Your magic has no power while I'm here. Be gone before somebody drops a house on you too.
Very well, I'll bide my time. And as for you, my fine lady, it's true I can't attend to you here and now as I'd like. But after a suitable period of mourning, I'll have those slippers and my revenge too. So just try and stay out of my way, little girl. Just try. I'll get you eventually, my pretty, and your little dog too.
It's all right. She's gone. You can all come out. It's all right. You can come out. Oh, what a smell of sulfur. I'm afraid you've made rather a bad enemy of the Wicked Witch of the West. The sooner you get out of Oz altogether, the safer you'll sleep, my dear.
Oh, I'd give anything to get out of Oz. My Aunt Em is missing me. She may even be ill. But which is the way back to Kansas? I can't go the way I came.
No, I'm afraid you can't. The only one who might know how to help is the great and powerful Wizard of Oz himself.
The Wizard of Oz? Is he good or is he wicked?
Oh, he's very good, but very mysterious. He lives in the Emerald City, which is a long journey from here. Did you happen to bring your broomstick?
No, I'm afraid I didn't.
Well, you'll just have to walk. The Munchkins will see you safely to the border of Munchkinland. And remember, keep tight inside of those ruby slippers, or you'll be at the mercy of the Wicked Witch of the West.
How do I start for the Emerald City?
Well, it's always best to start at the beginning and just follow the yellow brick road.
But what happens if I lose my way?
Just follow the yellow brick road. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Follow the yellow brick road?
Follow the yellow brick road.
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 Follow, 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 follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick, follow the yellow brick, follow the yellow brick road. You're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. He is a wizard, if ever a wiz there was. If ever a wiz there was, the Wizard of Oz is one because of the wonderful things he does. You're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
Follow the yellow brick. Well, now which way do we go?
Pardon me, but that way is very nice.
Who said that? Don't be silly, Toto. Scarecrows can't talk.
It's pleasant down that way, too.
That's funny. Wasn't he pointing the other way?
Of course, people do go both ways.
Why, you did say something, didn't you? Are you doing that on purpose? Or can't you make up your mind?
My mind? Oh no, you see, I haven't got a brain. Only straw. I don't have a mind to make up.
Well, how can you talk if you don't have a brain?
It's a good question. But I suppose some people without brains sure do an awful lot of talking, don't they?
I guess you're right. Can't you get down?
Down? Oh. No, you see, I have a pole stuck in my back.
Well, is there any way I can help you?
Huh? Well, I'm not very bright about doing things, but I'd imagine if you slip the nail down, I'd just fall off.
I'll certainly try. It's an awful stiff nail.
Oh, there goes some more of me again.
Does it hurt you?
No, I just keep picking it up and stuffing it back in.
Well, let me help you.
My, it's good to be free.
Oh! Oh!
Did I scare you?
No, I just thought you hurt yourself.
But I didn't scare you?
No, of course not.
I didn't think so. I can't even scare a crow. They come from all around, just to eat in my fields and laugh in my face. You see, said a scarecrow swinging on a pole to a blackbird sitting on a fence. Oh, the Lord gave me a soul, but forgot to give me common sense.
Said a blackbird, well, well, well. What a thunder would you do with common sense?
Said the scarecrow, 'twould be pleasing just to reason out the reason of the richness and the wideness and the whence. If I had an ounce of common sense, I could while away the hours, conferring with the flowers, consulting with the rain. And my head, I'd be scratching while my thoughts were busy hatching if I only had a brain. I'd unravel any riddle for any individual in trouble or in pain.
With the thoughts you'd be thinking, you could be another Lincoln.
If I only had a brain. Oh, I could tell you why. The ocean's near the shore.
You could think of things you never thought before.
And then I'd sit and think some more. It would be well, nothing. My head all full of stuff and my heart all full of pain. I would dance and be merry, life would be perhaps I deserve you and be even worthy of you if I only had a brain. If I only had a brain.
Why, if the scarecrows back in Kansas could do that, the crows would be scared to pieces.
They would?
Of course.
Where's Kansas?
Well, that's where I live, and I want to get back so badly, I'm going all the way to the Emerald City to ask the Wizard of Oz to help me.
You're going to see the wizard?
Uh-huh.
Say, do you think just maybe if I came with you, the wizard would give me a brain?
Well, I couldn't say for certain, but even if you didn't, you'd be no worse off than you are now.
Well, I guess that's true.
But maybe you'd better not. I've got a witch mad at me. You might get into some trouble.
A witch? I'm not afraid of no witch. I'm not afraid of anything, except of course a lighted match.
Well, that's perfectly understandable.
But I'd face a whole box full of them just for the chance at a brain. Look, I won't manage anything because I can't think, and I won't eat anything because I'm already stuffed full. Won't you take me with you?
Of course I will.
Hooray! I'm going to get me a brain!
Oh, well, you're not starting off very well, are you?
Oh, I'll try. I'll try, I really, really will.
To Oz?
To Oz.
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. We hear he is a wizard, if ever a whiz there was. If ever a whiz there was, the Wizard of Oz is one because of the wonderful things he does. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
I'm gonna miss that old hay bag.
I didn't care for it much.
Why's that?
Too much of a stuffed shirt.
You're hungry? I thought only crows get hungry.
All living things need to eat.
I don't need to eat. Does that mean I'm not alive?
Oh no, Scarecrow. You're the liveliest friend I ever had.
Why, thank you. Just for that, you can eat as much of my straw as you need.
Oh, I couldn't do that.
It's perfectly fine. As long as I keep these legs well stuffed, I can walk all the way to Oz, no matter what shape my top's in.
It's awful nice of you, but I don't need straw.
I guess it's just as well. There's a mother field mouse living in there. I wouldn't want to disturb her nest.
Oh, look, Scarecrow, apples.
Apples?
Yes,
What's apples?
over there in the trees.
You mean those little red birds hanging upside down by one leg?
Those aren't birds, they're apples, and they're delicious. Ouch!
What do you think you're doing?
Well, we've been walking a long ways and I was hungry and... Did you just talk?
Oh, she was hungry. She was hungry? Well, how would you like it if someone came and picked something off of you?
I'm sorry. I keep forgetting I'm not in Kansas anymore.
Come along, Dorothy. We don't want any of those apples.
Are you insinuating our apples are not what they should be?
No, I'm just saying that Dorothy doesn't like little green worms.
Worms? Did he say we had worms? That's what it sounded like to me.
I'll show you how to get some apples. Yeah, worms, caterpillars, and I'm sure you're full of wood lice too.
How dare he? Let's give it to him, girls.
Watch out, Dorothy.
Pick up, Scarecrow! I'm suddenly twig! Don't like them acceptable! How do you like them apples?
We like them just fine, thank you.
Let's make like a tree, please.
It's a man. A man made out of tin.
What?
Yes, look.
Oil can! Oil can!
Did you say something?
Oil can!
He said oil can.
Oil can what?
Oh, here it is. Where do you want to be oiled first?
He said his mouth. Quick, the other side.
goodness, I can talk again. Oh, all in my arms, all in my elbows. Thank you. Oh!
Does that hurt you?
Oh no, it feels wonderful. I've held that axe up for ages.
Well, how did you ever get like this?
Well, when I was flesh and blood like you, I fell in love with a munchkin maiden, whose mother hated me, so to stop me from marrying her daughter, she hired the Wicked Witch of the West to put an evil spell on my axe. When I tried to chop down a tree, I chopped off my leg instead.
Oh, that's terrible.
You chopped your leg off?
Uh-huh. But by good fortune, I knew of a wonderful tinsmith who made me a new leg almost as good as the old one, so back to work I went. Guess what happened next?
Something terrible, I bet.
I swung my axe, dang me if I didn't take off the other leg.
You should have got a new axe.
I suppose, but it got me a new leg instead, and back to work I went. This next time, I chopped off both my arms.
Hold on a minute. I can see how you could have chopped off one arm, but how'd you manage to chop off the other one too?
I told you the axe was enchanted.
Oh, of course. See, Dorothy, if I would have had my own brain, I could have figured that one out myself.
Now sometimes I wish I had gotten a new pair of arms, because this next time was the worst time of all.
I don't want to hear this.
What happened?
I split myself right down the middle.
You poor thing.
It was terrible. But the tinsmith, he gave me a new head and a new body, but on my way home I got caught in a terrible rainstorm and rusted solid.
Just wasn't your day, was it?
I've been here ever since.
Well, you're perfect now.
Oh, my neck, please. Please hold on my neck. Oh, perfect. Just bang on my neck, on my chest if you think I'm perfect. Go ahead, bang on it.
Wow, that was beautiful. What an echo.
It's empty. The tinsmith forgot to give me a heart.
No heart?
No heart. All hollow. As long as I never have a heart, I can never love my munchkin maiden.
Don't cry, Tin Man. You'll rust again.
I used to carve her name into every tree.
You can say that again.
Oh, the smith gave me 10 ribs, but forgot to put a heart inside. When a man's an empty kettle, he should be on his mettle, and yet I'm torn apart. Just because I'm presuming that I could be kind of human if I only had a heart. I'd be tender, I'd be gentle, and awful sentimental regarding love and art. I'd be friends with the sparrows and the boy that shoots the arrows if I only had a heart. Picture me a balcony above a voice sings low. I hear a beat.
How sweet.
Just to register emotion, jealousy, devotion, and really feel the part. I would stay young and chipper, and I'd lark with a zipper if I only had a heart.
tinsmith and ask him to give you a heart.
Oh no, I'm afraid I can't. You see, the tinsmith went out of business a long time ago. Ran out of tin.
Well then, why didn't you come with us to ask the Wizard of Oz for a heart?
Well, suppose he wouldn't give me one when we got there.
Oh, he must. We've come such a long way already.
You call that long? Why, you've only just begun.
You're the one who put the spell on my axe.
Certainly chopped you down to size, didn't it? And now here you are, helping the little lady along. Are you, my fine gentleman? Well, stay away from her, or I'll stuff a mattress with you, Scarecrow. And you, Tin Man, I'll use you for a beehive.
I'm not afraid of you.
That just proves you don't have a brain. Here, Scarecrow, want to play ball?
Fire! Fire! Help! Get it out!
Just remember, helping that girl reach the Emerald City could be your last burning ambition.
Try to set me on fire. I'll make sure you see the wizard now, Dorothy. She said she'd stuff a mattress with me. I'd like to see her try.
And I'll see you reach the wizard whether I get a heart or not. Beehive. They're trying to make a beehive out of me.
Oh, you two are the best friends I ever had. And it's funny, but I feel like I've known you all this time. But I couldn't have, could I?
You weren't there when I was getting stuffed and sewn together, were you?
I've been standing here resting for the longest time.
Oh, well, I suppose you're right. I wish I could remember, but we know each other now.
That's right.
We do. Thomas?
Yes, to the wizard.
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. To hear he is a wiz, if ever a wiz there was. If ever a wiz there was, the Wizard of Oz is one because of the wonderful things he does. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
They're branching out to the wild forest. I wouldn't be seen dead in that forest. If I grew in those woods, I'd be petrified.
I don't like this forest. It's dark and creepy.
I'm not very smart, but I'm sure it'll get darker before it ever gets lighter.
Do you suppose we'll meet any wild animals?
We might.
Animals that eat straw?
Some, but mostly lions. Oh, and tigers. Oh, and bears.
Lions?
And tigers?
Oh, and bears.
Oh, lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my! Lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my! Lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my! Lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my!
Lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my! Lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my! Lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my! Lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my!
Put 'em on. Which one are you first? I'll fight you both together if you want. I'll fight you with one paw tied behind my back. I'll fight you standing on one foot. I'll fight you with my eyes closed. Oh, pulling an axe on me, eh? Sneaking up on me, eh? Why?
Here, go away and leave us alone.
Scared, huh? Afraid, huh? How long you take fishing that can? Get up and fight, you shivering junkyard. Put your hands up, you lopsided bag of hay.
Say, Lion, that's getting personal.
Yes, get up and teach him a lesson.
Teach him. No, why don't you teach him a lesson?
Me? Well, I hardly know him.
I'll get you anyway, Pee-wee.
Oh, shame on you!
What'd you do that for? I didn't bite him.
No, but you were going to. Why, it's bad enough picking on a straw man, but when you go around picking on poor little dogs.
But you didn't have to go and hit me, did you? Is my nose bleeding?
Why, of course not. My, what a fuss you're making. Naturally, when you go around picking on things weaker than you are, why, you're nothing but a great big coward.
I am a coward. I haven't courage at all. I haven't scared myself. Look at the circles under my eyes. I haven't scared myself.
Well, why don't you try counting sheep?
That doesn't do any good. I'm afraid of them.
Say, why don't you come with us to see the wizard? We're going to get him a heart.
And him a brain.
I'm sure he could give you some courage.
But wouldn't you feel degraded to be in the company of a cowardly lion?
Of course not.
Oh, gee, that's awfully nice of you. My life has been simply unbearable. Even my family's disowned me. See, when I was just a small cub, my father took me to the top of a high mountain, waved his paw around and said, "One day, son, this will be yours." Oh, I was terrified.
Why's that?
I'm afraid of heights.
Well, it's all right. The wizard will fix everything.
Well, I know you'll be safe if I come with you.
How come?
No self-respecting wild animal will come anywhere near me. Said a lion, poor neurotic lion, to a miss who listened to him rave. Oh, the Lord made me a lion, but the Lord forgot to make me brave. Then his tail began to curl and wave. Life is sad, believe me, missy, when you're born to be a sissy without the vivid bird. But I could change my habits, never more be scared of rabbits if I only had the nerve. I'm afraid there's no denying, I'm just a dandelion, a fate I don't deserve. But I could show my prowess, be a lion, not a mouse, if I only had nerve. Oh, you'd be in your stride, a king down to the core.
You could roar the way you've never roared before.
And then I roof and roar some more. I could show the dinosaurs who's king around the forest, our king they better serve. Why, with my regal visa, I could be another Caesar if I only had the nerve. I'd be brave as a blizzard.
I'd be gentle as a lizard.
I'd be clever as a gizzard.
If the wizard is a wizard himself,
Then I'm sure to get a brain,
A heart.
the noive.
we're
Off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Here he is, a wizard of Wiz, if ever a wizard was. If ever a wizard was, the Wizard of Oz is one because of the wonderful things he does. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
So depressing as boundless optimism. Happily, it is totally misplaced. Now, shall I squash them out like the interfering bugs they are? Or shall I be witty and creative? The bug alternative, well, it's attractive but messy. So witty and creative what is it today? Aha! Something with poison in it, I think. With poison in it, but attractive to the eye. And soothing to the smell. Poppies! Poppies! Poppies. Yes. Will put them to sleep forever. And then the ruby slippers will be mine!
This yellow brick road seems to go on forever.
If you're tired, Dorothy, we can take a shortcut.
The road curves right around this poppy field. We could cut through and meet up on the other side.
Let's go.
Why, I've never seen such beautiful poppies. The smell is so wonderful. And the singing.
This sounds just like the heavenly semaphores.
What's happening? I can't walk anymore. I'm so sleepy.
Well, then grab our hands and we'll pull you along.
No, I've got to rest for just a minute. You lay there, Toto. We can have a little sleep together.
Oh, you can't rest now. We're so close. Come to think of it, 40 winks wouldn't be that bad an idea. Don't you start too.
Oh, it's the poppies. That's what's doing it. Oh!
Don't you start crying again. You've been rusty enough as this.
Oh, but it's the Wicked Witch of the West. What will it do? Help! Help! Help!
There's no use screaming at a time like this. No one will hear you. Help! 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 Help!
I hear you, Scarecrow, and though I can't undo the magic of the Wicked Witch, perhaps a little magic of my own can save the day.
It's snowing. Oh no, he's rusted again. Quick, give me the oil can. I just realized something. What's that? I'm sitting on it. Man, those poppies are powerful stuff. I didn't feel a thing.
Dorothy, you're awake. Oh, and Toto.
My white magic has done its work. Journey's end is now in sight.
Oh, the Emerald City. We're almost there. At last.
You're out of the woods, you're out of the dark, you're out of the night. Step into the sun, step into the light. Keep straight ahead for the most glorious place on the face of the earth or the sky. Hold on to your breath, hold on to your heart, hold on to your hope.
Oh, it's so beautiful. Just like I knew it would be. He really must be a wonderful wizard to live in a city like that.
Well, Dorothy, are you ready to go?
What are we waiting for?
On to Oz.
To Oz.
To Oz.
We're off to see the
We're off to
wizard.
see the
We're off to see the wizard.
The wonderful Wizard of The walls, they're so high. I'm getting giddy just looking at them.
Go ahead, Scarecrow. Ring the bell. Let them know we're here. Who rang that bell?
We did.
Can't you read?
Read what?
The notice.
What?
What notice?
It's on the door. As plain as the nose on my face. It's a... Oh, just a minute.
Bell out of order. Please knock.
Well, that's more like it. Now, state your business.
We want to see the
wizard. The wizard? The wizard? Well, no one can see the wizard. No one's ever seen the wizard. Even I've never seen the wizard.
Well then, how do you know there is one?
Oh. Well, because... No. Because... No, that's not it either. Oh, because... If there wasn't a wizard, why would you all be here?
Oh. Oh, please, sir. I've got to see the wizard. Right away. The good witch of the north sent me.
Prove it!
She's wearing the ruby slippers she gave her.
So she is. Well, bust my buttons. Why didn't you say so before? That's a horse of a different color.
Who's he calling horse? If he wasn't on the other side of the door, he'd be...
He's coming out.
on this side.
Welcome to the Emerald City.
Thank you.
Have you traveled very far?
Just the longest of ways.
Well, every step is worth it, believe me. Do you have any idea just how wonderful this place really is?
I've been trying to imagine it, but I haven't got a brain.
They say I'd fall in love with it if I had a heart.
It's the only place I don't need courage, because there's nothing there is to scare me. Is there?
There's a garden spot, I'm told, where it's never too hot and it's never too cold.
And you're never too young, and you're never too old.
Where you're never too thin or tall.
Where you're never too anything at all.
It's all true. Oh, we're not too mad and we're not too sane, and we don't compare and we don't complain. All we do is just sit tight, 'cause it's all so downright right. That's how we laugh the day away in the merry old land of Oz. Buzz, 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 chirp, 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 and a couple of la-ti-das. That's how the crickets crick all day in the merry old land of Oz. We get up at 12 and start to work at 1. Taking out for lunch and then at 2 we're done.
Jolly good fun!
Ha, 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 ho, 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 a couple of tra-la-las. That's how we laugh the day away in the merry old land of Oz. Ha, 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 ho, 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 and a couple of tra-la-las. That's how we laugh the day away. Ha, 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 ho, 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 in the merry old land of Oz.
Why, it's everything you said it was and more.
When do we get to see the wizard?
Will you take us to him?
Is he scary?
The wizard, well, yes, of course. But first, let me take you to a place where you can tidy up a bit. What?
say? What's it say?
Surrender, Dorothy!
Who's Dorothy?
The wizard will explain it.
To the wizard.
Here! Everyone stop that now. Everything's all right. Just stop that now. Everything's fine. The great and powerful Oz has matters well in hand. I hope. So you can all go home. Just go home. Get out of here. Everything's fine. Go home. Go home. Go home. Maybe I'll go home. No. Didn't you hear me? I said go home.
Oh, please, sir, that's what I'm trying to do. That's why we've got to see the wizard right away. All 4 of us.
Orders are, nobody can see the wizard. Not nobody, not no how.
But please, please.
You said you'd take us to him.
And I got a permanent just for the occasion.
Not nobody, not no how.
Oh, you've just got to make him see, Dorothy.
Dorothy? Did you say Dorothy? Like the witch's Dorothy?
In person.
Oh man, that changes things. All of you wait here, I'll announce you at once.
Did you hear that, guys? I'm going to get me a brain.
And I can barely hear my heart beating.
Oh, I'll be home in time for supper.
In another hour, I'll be king of the forest. Long live the king! If I were king of the forest, not queen, not duke, not prince, my regal robes of the forest would be satin, not cotton, and not chintz. I command each thing, be it fish or fowl, with a woof, and a woof, and a royal growl. Woof! As I click my heel on the trees with kneel, and the mountains bow, the bulls kowtow. And the sparrow would take wing. Fireworking. Each rabbit would show respect to me. The chipmunk genuflect to me. Though my tail would lash, I'll show come-nash for every underling. Fireworking. Just kidding.
Your Majesty, if you were king, you wouldn't be afraid of anything?
Not nobody, not no how.
Not even a rhinoceros?
Imposterous.
What if it were a hippopotamus?
Why, I'd thrash him from top to bottomest.
Supposing you meant an elephant?
I'd wrap him up in cellophane.
What if it were a brontosaurus?
Why, I'd show him who's king of the forest. How? How? Courage. What makes a king out of a slave? Courage. What makes the flag of the mast wave? Courage. What makes the elephant charge his tusks in the misty mist or the dusky dust? What makes the muskrat guard his musk? Courage. What makes the sphinx the seventh wonder? What makes the dawn come up like thunder? What makes the hot tub so hot? What puts the ape in apricot? What do they got that I ain't got? Courage!
You can say that again.
courage, I'd be king of kings. And the whole year round, I'd be hailed and crowned by every living thing. Firework
The wizard says go away.
Go away?
He's deaf to all appeals.
Oh, but surely he'll
The wizard has spoken.
Looks like we came a long way for nothing.
I was so happy. I thought I was on my way home.
Oh, don't cry, Dorothy. We'll get you to the wizard somehow.
Auntie Em was so good to me and I never appreciated it. Running away and hurting her feelings. Professor Marvel said she might be sick and even dying, and it's all my fault. I'll never forgive myself. Never.
Oh, please don't cry. Please don't cry. I'll get you to the wizard somehow.
Thank you.
Oh, it's all right. I knew an Auntie Em myself once. This way, follow me.
Wait a minute, fellas. I was just thinking, I don't really want to see the wizard all that much.
What's the matter? The wizard's going to give you some courage.
Oh, I'd be too scared to ask him.
It's all right, Lion. We can be scared together.
All right. Oh, what happened? Somebody pulled my tail.
Oh, you did it yourself.
Oh, I'm such a butterpaws.
This way, step right up. The great Oz awaits you.
Tell me when it's over.
Man, get Lion.
Yeah, come on, Lion.
I can't find him. He ran away.
Lion! It's all right. Come on.
I am Oz, the great and powerful. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you?
It's all right, Lion. Well, you see, I am Dorothy, the meek. I was wondering if...
Silence!
Oh my goodness.
The great and powerful Oz knows why you have come. Step forward, Tin Man. You dare to come to me for a heart, do you? You clanking, clattering collection of colliginous junk.
Yes, sir. I mean, Your Honor, you see a while back we were walking down the yellow brick.
Quiet! And you, Scarecrow, have the effrontery to ask for a brain. You billowing bale of bovine fodder.
Yes, Your Honor. I mean, Your Majesty. Your wizardry.
Enough! Oh, and you, Lion. Well!
You ought to be ashamed of yourself frightening him like that when he came to you for help.
Silence, whippersnapper! The beneficent Oz has every intention of granting your requests.
What's that? What'd he say?
Are you all right?
Yeah, just a little deaf. What'd he say?
He's going to help us after all.
He is?
But first, you must prove yourselves worthy by performing a very small task.
A small task, that's it?
You name it, it's half done.
Bring me the broomstick of the Witch of the West.
But if we're to do that, we'll have to kill her to get it.
Bring me your broomstick and I'll grant your requests. Now go!
But what if she kills us first?
I said, go!
Oh, I'm already gone.
I wish you'd given up this crazy scheme. I never should have let you see the wizard.
But I'm glad you did. How else am I supposed to get back to Kansas?
And you don't have to worry about us.
We're not going after the witch empty-handed.
You can say that again. Say, which way to her castle?
No one knows for sure.
You mean no one's ever gone there?
Oh, plenty of people have gone there. It's just that no one's ever returned.
Oh boy.
Oh, there's no yellow brick road to follow now.
There's no road at all to the land of the Winkies.
Winkies? What's Winkies?
Once, there were people very like us, and then the Wicked Witch made them her slaves. I hope the same doesn't happen to you.
Oh, so do I.
Keep going to the west where the sun sets.
Is that the best way to find the witch?
You won't have to find her, Dorothy. Once you're in the land of the Winkies, she'll find you.
Oh.
Good luck!
You know, sometimes it's good not having a brain. I don't have the wit to be scared.
And I haven't the heart to fail.
I haven't said goodbye to the wizard.
How can you desert Dorothy now?
Well, I could stay here. That's one way of doing it.
You're more of a coward than we thought.
Well, it's easy for you to say. You're made of straw, you're made of tin, and I'm just weak flesh.
Very weak, verging on flabby.
It's all right, Lion. You can stay if you'd like.
Oh, how I'd like, but I'll come along if you need me, I guess.
That's more like it, stout fellow. Ready to go, Dorothy?
Best foot forward.
Decisions.
Come on, Lion.
Oh, Scarecrow's not the only one who needs a new brain.
I hate her not. I hate her not. I hate her! Now I understand why the poppies failed me. Fate ordained that Oz himself should deliver Dorothy to my territory. But how to bring her here before me? Winkies! Winkies, come forth! That's enough. Quiet. Silence! Why do you always sing that loathsome dirge?
Since you put your foot through our tongue, how else are we supposed to keep in step?
What does it mean anyway?
It means
The next time I enslave a nation, I'd better check out their intelligence first. Nico! Where's the commander of my aerobatic apes? Ah! Nico! There you are, my simian minion. I have an important task for you. My enemies are about to enter the haunted forest. I want you to rouse your men and snatch up the sickening little girl and her equally nauseating little dog. What do you mean you're exhausted? Very well. I'll conjure up a spell to take the fight out of her. Now, which of my creepy-crawly creations shall I send to plague her? The flibbity-gibbert? No. The fly-by-night? No? Aha! I've got it! The jitterbug! Well, may you gibber. There is no more infectious bug in my book of spells. Once bitten, they cannot stop dancing until they drop. And when they do, you shall be there to snatch up the little brat and the little brute and bring them both to me. Now go, do my bidding! Fly! Soon those darling ruby slippers will grace my dainty feet. I wonder if any of those Winkies do shoe repairing.
does anyone know where we are?
We passed a notice a while back.
You mean the one that said, "Welcome to the haunted forest"?
No, I mean the one that said, if you've come this far, you're lost.
Well, here's another notice.
I hope it says something a little more reassuring.
I'd turn back if I were you.
Fine.
believe there are spooks around here.
Oh, that's ridiculous. Spooks? You're being silly, Dorothy.
Don't any of you believe in spooks?
Of course not. Why only fools believe in spooks?
Are you alright? I do believe in spooks. I do believe in spooks. I do believe in spooks. I do believe in spooks.
So do I. Did you just hear what I just heard?
That voice don't come from an ordinary bird.
It may be just a cricket or a critter in the trees.
It's giving me the jitters in the joints around the knees.
I think I see a shadow and it's fuzzy and it's furry.
I haven't got a brain, but I think I ought to work.
I haven't got a heart, but I feel a palpitation.
As Monica, of course, I don't like the situation.
Are you gonna stand around and let him fill us full of horror?
I'd like to wear him down, but I think I lost my roar.
It's a who's this?
It's a who's this?
It's what's-this.
It's a what's this? Who's that?
Who's there?
Who's where?
Beware! Is that hiding in the treetops? It's the rascal, the jitterbug. Should you catch him buzzing round you, keep away from the jitterbug. Though the bees in the breeze and the bats in the trees have a terrible, horrible buzz, but the bees in the breeze and the bats in the trees couldn't do what the jitterbug does. So just be careful of that rascal. Keep away from the jitterbug. The jitterbug.
Oh, the bees in the breeze and the bats in the trees have a terrible, horrible buzz. But the bees in the trees and the bats in the trees couldn't do what the jitterbug does.
So just be careful of that rascal. Keep away from the jitterbug.
The jitterbug. The jitterbug. The jitterbug.
Oh no! What's going on?
What do we do?
I don't know, but I think we're trapped.
Scarecrow, that's you all over.
Pull yourself together. I would lie, but I can't reach my legs. I'll get him.
Oh, here, we gotta put them back together. Here.
Okay, with the legs just one pan at a time, like the average person.
Okay. Hurry now, let's go fetch Dorothy.
And the lion will lead us.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Yeah, that's right, you.
I'm gonna lead us against the forces of evil?
Uh-huh.
All right, I'll do it for Dorothy. Guards or no guards, witch or no witch, I'll tear them apart. Rough, rough. There's only one thing I want you fellas to do.
What's that?
Talk me out of it.
This way, my dear. I trust you had a pleasant flight. It's so kind of you to visit me in my loneliness. Give me the dog.
What are you going to do with Toto?
Tonight we feast on deviled dog.
No!
It's all right, dear. Just my little joke. He'd look even more revolting with an apple in his mouth. Here, take him.
Where are you taking him? Why can't he stay with me?
Because the raging, roaring river is some way off. Is he a water breed?
I don't think so.
Well, he soon will be, because that's where we're going to drop him if you don't hand over those ruby slippers.
But the Good Witch of the North told me not to.
Oh, in that case, take him to the deepest part of the river and drown him.
No, no, please. You can have the slippers. Just let me have Toto.
That's a good little girl. I knew you'd see reason.
He got away! He got away from you!
Which is more than you will ever do! Fool that I am, I should have remembered. Those ruby slippers will never come off as long as you're alive. See this, my dear? That's how long you've got to be alive. And it isn't long, my pretty. Just long enough for me to devise an unpleasant but wildly entertaining death for you. Of course, there is one route of escape. It's a long way down and the rocks are sharp. So, if you do decide to go this way, just be a dear and leave the ruby slippers on the windowsill. It'll save us from having to take them off of your corpse!
How can anyone be so nasty, mean, and cruel?
Oh, my dear. Lots and lots of practice!
Oh, NTM, I'm so frightened. I'm so frightened.
Dorothy? Dorothy, where are you? It's me. It's NTM. We're trying to find you. Where are you?
NTM, it's me. I'm here in Oz, NTM. I'm locked in the witch's castle. And I'm trying to get home to you, NTM. Oh, please don't go, NTM.
Dorothy.
I'm so frightened.
Frightened? Oh, I'm so frightened! I'll give you NTM, my pretty!
What's that? What's that?
It's the castle of the Wicked Witch.
Dorothy's in that awful place?
Oh, I hate to think of her there.
Oh, you better stop crying. We don't have the oil can with us this time.
But they say it has 1,000 rooms. How will we ever find Dorothy?
It's Toto.
Here, Toto.
He'll take us to Dorothy.
But we still have to get into the castle.
Do you think it'd be polite dropping in like this?
Oh, look out. He's got a plan. But it might not work. It might not work. But it's got a chance. It's got a chance. The only thing we need is 3 Winky uniforms.
Oh, 3 Winky
Fellas, I don't know, but the whole plan depends upon it.
3 Winky uniforms?
Fellas,
What?
we really don't have to look far.
Why's that?
They're right behind us.
Look out! Take that! And that! Get back here! Get back here! You little... I'll take you apart! Give me a spear. There we go. One last one for you. Are you ready, fellas?
Oh, that's good. What's the first one? Help me, fellas.
Oh, we got you.
Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. The sand's almost run out, and then the witch will come for me. Good witch of the north, won't you help me now? Please help me. Won't anybody help me? No!
Dorothy, are you in there?
Oh, yes. Yes, but the witch has locked me in.
Well, stand back, I'll break down the door.
Yes, hurry, the sand's almost gone. Oh, I knew you'd come. Oh, Toto.
Quick, we have to find a way out of here.
We can't go back the way we came.
What about the window?
The cliff is sheer.
I'll hold on to my claws and you hold onto my tail.
Oh, you're wonderful, all of you.
I just hope my courage holds out.
We hope your tail holds out.
To the window.
Going so soon? We won't hear of it, will we, Winkies? You have all outstayed your welcome. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Who shall be the first to go? Lion, girl, Tin Man? No. My broom has chosen Scarecrow.
Oh, no, please, no! Don't let me...
What's the matter, Scarecrow? Don't you want to be my old flame?
Oh, no, please!
Leave him alone. Can't you see he's terrified?
I'll get round to you eventually, Miss Mouth. Meanwhile, watch your little friend go up and smoke.
No!
No.
What?
I won't let you.
What? Oh! Oh, you cursed rat! Look at what you've done! I'm melting! Oh, what a world! What a world! Who would have thought a good little girl like you could destroy my beautiful wickedness?
You killed her.
I didn't mean to, but she was going to set him on fire.
Hail to Dorothy, the Wicked Witch is dead. Hail to Dorothy, the Wicked Witch is dead. You are now our queen.
Oh, well, that's very kind of you, but I have to get back to Kansas. The witch's broom. May we have it?
If you want it.
Oh, thank you. Now we can go tell the wizard that the Wicked Witch is dead. Toto.
you dare? Can I believe my eyes? Why have you come back?
Please, sir, we've done what you asked of us. We brought you the broomstick of the Wicked Witch of the West. We melted her.
Oh, you liquidated her, eh? Very resourceful.
Yes, so we'd like you to keep your promise to us, if you please, sir.
Not so fast! Not so fast! I'll have to give the matter a little thought. Go away and come back tomorrow.
Tomorrow? But I want to go home now.
You've had plenty of time already.
Yeah. Do not arouse the wrath of the great and powerful Oz. I said come back tomorrow.
Well, if you were really great and powerful, you'd keep your promises.
Do you presume to criticize the great Oz? You ungrateful creatures! Think yourselves lucky that I'm giving you an audience tomorrow instead of 20 years from now.
Toto?
The great Oz has spoken. Now go!
Toto, come out of there!
I said go! Oh, pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. The great and powerful Oz has spoken.
Who are you?
I am the great and powerful Wizard of Oz.
You are? I don't believe you.
No, I'm afraid it's true. There's no other wizard here except me.
Why you humbug?
Yes, that's exactly so. I'm a humbug.
Oh, you're a very bad man.
Oh no, my dear. I'm a very good man. I'm just a very bad wizard.
What about the heart you promised Tin Man?
What?
And Scarecrow's brain.
Why, anybody can have a brain. That's a very mediocre commodity. Back where I come from, we have universities, where men go to become great thinkers. And when they come out, they think deep thoughts, and with no more brains than you have. But they have one thing you haven't got, a diploma. Therefore, by the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Universalis Communium in Pluribus Unum, I hereby confer upon you this honorary degree of Ph.D.
PhD?
Yes, well that's Doctor of Thinkology.
The square root of any two sides of an isosceles triangle is equal to the square root of the remaining side. I have a brain, no joy, rapture. What can I do to thank you?
Well, you can't. As for you, my fine friend, you are under the unfortunate delusion that simply because you run away from danger, you have no courage. You are confusing courage with wisdom. Back where I come from, we have men we call heroes. Once a year, they take their fortitude out of the mothballs and parade it down the main street of the city. And they have no more courage than you have. But they have one thing you haven't got. A method. Therefore, for meritorious conduct, extraordinary valor, and conspicuous bravery against wicked witches, I award you the Triple Cross. You are now a member of the Legion of Courage.
Shucks, folks. I'm speechless.
All right, as for you, my galvanized friend, you want a heart. You don't know how lucky you are not to have one. Hearts will never be practical until they can be made unbreakable.
But I still want one.
Back where I come from, we have men who do nothing all day but good deeds. They're called good deed doers. And their hearts are no bigger than yours. But they have one thing you haven't got, a testimonial. Therefore, in consideration of your kindness, I take pleasure at this time in presenting you with a small token of our esteem and our affection. And remember, my sentimental friend, that a heart is not judged by how much you love, but by how much you are loved by others.
Oh, it ticks! Oh, look! Listen, my heart, it ticks.
Read what my medal says.
Awarded for courage.
Ain't it the truth? Ain't it the truth?
Oh, they're all so wonderful.
Hey, what about Dorothy?
Yeah, what about Dorothy?
Dorothy next.
Yes, Dorothy.
Oh, I don't think there's anything in there for me.
Well, you forced me into a very cataclysmic decision. The only way to get Dorothy back to Kansas is for me to take her there myself.
Oh, will you? Could you? But are you a clever enough wizard to manage it?
Child, you cut me to the quick. I'm an old Kansas man myself. Premier balloonist par excellence to the Miracle Wonderland Carnival Company. Until one day, while performing feats of the stratospheric skill and never before attempted by civilized man, the balloon failed to return to the fair.
It did?
Frightened, were you?
Frightened? You're talking to a man who has laughed in the face of death, sneered at doom, and chuckled at catastrophe. I was petrified. Then the wind changed, and the balloon floated down into the heart of this noble city, where I was instantly acclaimed Oz, the first wizard deluxe.
Deluxe, from the French, pertaining to luxury.
Well, there were a few luxuries on the job, but I took it anyways, retaining the balloon against the advent of a quick getaway, and that balloon is ready for flight. And in that conveyance, my dear Dorothy, you and I will return to the land of E Pluribus Unum. Step this way, Dorothy. Citizens of Oz, I, your wizard, Perdua et Alta, am about to embark upon a hazardous and technically unexplainable journey into the outer stratosphere. To converse, and otherwise hobnob with my brother wizards. And I hereby decree that until that time, if any, that I return, the Scarecrow, by virtue of his highly superior brain, shall rule in my stead, assisted by Tin Man, by virtue of his magnificent heart, and the Lion, by virtue of his courage. Obey them as you would me. And now I think it's time to cast off. Climb aboard, Dorothy, climb aboard.
Where's Toto? I can't go without him.
I'll get Toto.
Don't let go of the rope!
Oh, the balloon!
Toto.
Help! It's floating away!
Balloon, it's going up!
This is highly irregular procedure.
Don't go, Professor!
This is absolutely unprecedented.
Please, Professor, you can't go without me.
Too late, my dear.
You have to come back.
I can't come back. I don't know how it works. Goodbye, folks. Goodbye. That idiot guard just ruined my exit.
Oh no, I'll never get home.
Then stay with us, Dorothy.
We don't want you to go.
Don't you love us, Dorothy?
You know I do. But there's a place and a people I love more, and now it's further away than the furthest dream. Oh, Scarecrow, I'll never see Kansas again as long as I live. Never, never, never.
Never is a very, very long time, Dorothy.
Oh, will you help me? Can you help me?
You don't need my help any longer. You've always had the power to go back to Kansas.
Why didn't you tell her that in the first place, then?
Because she wouldn't have believed me. She had to learn it for herself.
Well, what have you learned, Dorothy?
Well, I think that isn't enough just to want to see Uncle Henry and Auntie Em, and that if I ever go looking for my heart's desire again, I won't look any further than my own backyard, because if it wasn't there, I never truly lost it in the first place. Is that right?
That's all it is.
Oh, but that was so easy. I should have thought it for you myself, Dorothy.
And I should have felt it in my heart.
Me too, if I'd had the courage of my convictions.
Oh no, she had to find that out for herself. Now, those ruby slippers will take you home in 2 seconds.
Toto too?
Toto too.
Oh, it's going to be so hard to say goodbye. I love you all so much. Goodbye, Tin Man. Oh, don't cry. You rust so dreadfully. Here's your oil can. Goodbye.
Now I know I have a heart because it's breaking.
Goodbye, Lion. I'm gonna miss the way you used to holler for help before you got your courage.
I think I'm gonna be doing a little bit more hollering when you're gone.
Oh, Scarecrow. You were my first friend here. I think perhaps I'll miss you most of all.
Having a brain don't make parting any easier. I'll think of you always, Dorothy.
Are you ready now?
Oh, yes, please. Before I change my mind and stay forever.
Now, close your eyes and tap your heels together 3 times and think to yourself over and over, there's no place like home. There's no place like home.
There's no place like home.
1.
There's no place like home.
2.
There's no place like home.
Goodbye, Dorothy.
Bye, Dorothy.
We'll miss you.
Dorothy!
I was worried about her being out all night in the storm.
Dorothy! Dorothy!
She's got a lumbar ant the size of an ostrich egg, but the skin ain't broke.
Dorothy!
Hello, Oz.
Oz? My first name's Chester, but you can call me whatever you like.
Uncle Henry, you were the guard.
Well, I'm guarding you now, honey, and I'll see you come to no more harm.
Is she alright?
There was a moment there when I thought she left us.
But I did leave you, Uncle Henry. That's just the trouble. And I've tried to get back for days and days.
Sounds like a bad dream.
But it wasn't a dream.
Sure it wasn't. Remember me, your old pal Zeke?
Lion.
No it ain't, and this here's Hickory.
You couldn't forget my face, could you?
Of course not, but where's Scarecrow?
Scarecrow?
Who the heck is Scarecrow?
Here's that blanket you called for. How is she?
You've lost all your stuffing.
Stuffing.
What's gonna happen to the field mouse in your stomach?
Oh, you gave me more than a field mouse. I had a whole sack of kittens in there.
Dorothy!
Auntie Em!
Oh, Dorothy, you're safe and well.
Thanks to you, Aunt Em. You gave me the hope to get home.
But you never left.
No, you don't understand. This was a real, truly life place, and some of it wasn't very nice, but most of it was wonderful, and you were all there. You kept rusting up, and you kept pulling your own tail, and you were a humbug.
Well, let's not get personal now.
Doesn't anyone believe me?
Of course we believe you, but it's time for you to get some rest.
Has the house come back? It fell on the witch, you know.
Storm passed right by it.
It wasn't a house that fell on Miss Gulch.
It was a telegraph pole.
We won't be seeing that old lady till her leg gets out of plaster.
Then Toto's safe. Did you hear that, Toto? We're both safe. And we're home. Home. And you're all here. And I'm never gonna leave, ever, ever again. Because I love you all so much. And oh, Auntie Em, there really is no place like home.
give a big thank you to everyone that's helped. So we just ask for a couple minutes of your time to recognize everyone who's done so much to help make the play what it has been, and it's been wonderful. So first of all, thank you all for coming and supporting us. We really appreciate an audience, or else, you know, there would be no point in the play. So thank you. Thank you to the parents for coming. We'd like to thank all the parents for, you know, giving their kids up for 4 months and letting them come be in this, and giving us food and helping with costumes and everything else. They've done so much to help us, and we couldn't do without you, so thank you. I look at my phone, I have a list so we don't leave anyone out. So we'd like to thank our choreographers, Jamie Reedhead and Erin Gowan. So if you're out there, please come up on stage. And Cameron, if you want to come get roses for them so we can give them to them. Our makeup artists, Kelly Packard and Lindsay Vaccaro. So Kelly, Jamie also helped with makeup, so we'd like to thank her for that as well. Our seamstresses, Heidi Wayner and Patina Spencer. Set design and construction, so Steve and Zach Hazlett and Jacob Francis. So we'd like to thank our tech crew for being here and running the lights and the music, and especially Jefferson Wakefield for coming and helping with the mics and everything else. Then our wonderful stage manager Sarah Francis. Thank you, Sarah, for everything. We thank Sarah and Michelle Walker for the props. And Susan Woodward for painting all the sets. And the kids to thank Hank Postma for creating the terrifying wizard's head that you saw. Thank the Richards and particularly Jeff for taking all the pictures and sharing them with us. And Catherine. Now we'd like to call Stacy Garrett, Emily Johnson, Chris Holyoke, Nikki Hazlett, and Marilee Francis up on stage, please. River, would you like to go first?
Yes.
Can you turn River's mic on, please?
It is? Oh, okay. This one is for Stacy. Hi! We're all back in the bedroom, and she says, "Are you buttoned up? Are you zipped up? Does your makeup look good? Like, how's your hair? Everyone look at each other." And she also helps with the costume, make sure that everyone looks good. So thank you, Stacy.
We ask that Chris Holyoke please step forward. Chris was super helpful ever since she learned that we were doing the Wizard of Oz. She had been thinking about the costumes, and that was back in May. And so she has spent several months working on these costumes, hundreds of hours, and we really appreciate her and all the work that she's done.
She also made both of my dresses, so props to her.
We'd like to ask Emily Johnson to come up. On task. The only way that any of this could happen is if we're on task 100% of the time and making sure everything goes right, and she's the one to do it for us. I wouldn't be able to do this or any of this without you, so thank you so much.
Oh gosh, this is kind of sad, sorry. Nikki's the one that's always there to make sure we all sound good when we sing, and make sure we've got energy and everything looks good. And she's been with us, all 4 years. It's kind of sad as a senior. We're gonna miss you, and thank you so much for everything. Marilee Francis.
And energy making sure that we all were doing the very best that we could, and she worked with all the leads, particularly to make sure that we were getting into character and we knew our lines, and she really helped make this place so wonderful, and we're all so grateful for her and the hard work that she puts into this, and we're gonna miss her when we graduate. We're not